More moves are on the way for the Los Angeles Lakers as we just saw one of the craziest turn of events in franchise history that really nobody necessarily expected, but the Los Angeles Lakers now find themselves in a weird, desperate position. We're going to talk about why that is the case and how the Los Angeles Lakers can respond to the adversity here. Welcome to Lakers Digest here, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, and we cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. We just hit 12K subscribers. What a phenomenal accomplishment, especially since at the end of January, we reached 5,000. So we've gotten 7,000 subscribers pretty much since the start of February. And guys, it is only Super Bowl Sunday as I'm recording this. Probably this is going to come out on Super Bowl Monday, if you will. So again, if you like football, you're watching the big game, that's awesome. But of course, we're going to really mainly talk about the NBA here. As you can probably tell by my background here and what this channel is, this is Lakers Digest, and, you know, we appreciate all the support, but a lot of you guys are watching the content here and are not subscribed. In fact, 90% of you guys are watching our content and are not subscribed, so we appreciate the support and all the views that we're getting on the videos. But if you like what you're seeing, you want to keep up with everything surrounding your Lakers, everything surrounding us here on Lakers Digest, stop what you're doing right now. Just click that subscribe button. It don't cost you a dime. It is free, and you can keep up with us, reach that platinum status. This bandwagon's about to take off, and you should get your ticket now before it ultimately does here. But guys, I don't want to keep you waiting too much longer on today's video, so let's get into it. Better luck next time for your Los Angeles Lakers. I guess that's probably a positive way I could put a spin on this, because we just got a crazy update. We've been covering it here nonstop on Lakers Digest, so definitely be sure to check out our previous videos on this. But I do want to give a quick synopsis in case maybe you're not in the loop at this point here. So Shams Charania, as well as many other reporters, reporting that, quote, Lakers say the Mark Williams Dalton Knecht trade has been rescinded. Mark Williams' physical with the Lakers showed multiple issues, and the team failed him on the exam. Sources tell ESPN the physical was not failed due to his back, however. So the Lakers thought at the NBA trade deadline, not only were they going to get an international superstar, future face of the franchise, and Luka Doncic, but they also thought they were going to get the future center to replace Anthony Davis and Mark Williams. We covered extensively why he'd be a phenomenal fit. Only 23 years old, 7'2", 9'9" long standing reach, which is a higher measured number than Victor Wembanyama has. It's the highest measured mark in the NBA. He's an amazing lob threat. He finishes great around the basket, was really thriving in a bad situation there in Charlotte, had untapped potential on the defensive end of the floor, wasn't a great defender with the Hornets, but he was an ACC Defensive Player of the Year with Duke back during his sophomore season in college, so I knew he had the potential and the athleticism to eventually get back to where he was during his collegiate days down in Durham, North Carolina, but all of that is now out the window for the Los Angeles Lakers as they potentially avoid their next Andrew Bynum situation where they have an injury-riddled big that could just never stay on the court. Mark Williams only playing in about 80-ish games combined over the last 3 seasons. So now we know Mark Williams will not be the future at the Los Angeles Lakers center. And on top of that as well, guys, it's pretty rare you really see a situation like this where a player gets traded for and it ends up getting rescinded because of a medical concern. The Lakers thought that they were going to get, a healthier version of Mark Williams. They thought these issues were behind him. I guess perhaps the back was, since that wasn't the issue the Lakers found. They found multiple issues with him, so that is a little bit concerning. I hope just for his career sake that he's able to get it back on track, because he is a good basketball player. I'd like to see him thrive somewhere, because, he is a good guy. I'm also a Duke fan, too. So, I always root for my Dukies out there. But anyways, though, let's focus it now on the Los Angeles Lakers here. Because, look, that's done. That's done. The Lakers get Dalton Knecht. They get Cam Reddish. They keep the 2031 unprotected first-round pick, and they keep the 2030 pick swap. So it's good that they at least get their assets back. It's like nothing ever even happened. And the Los Angeles Lakers, again, they still got Luka Doncic here, guys. But, of course, they have a huge hole at the center position. We've been covering all the different options that the Lakers can go towards in terms of finding a new center. So the bad news is that the Los Angeles Lakers are not going to find somebody, of course, who's equivalent to Anthony Davis. They're not going to find someone who's equivalent, honestly, to Mark Williams on the NBA buyout market. And the Hornets kind of screwed the Lakers over here, guys, big time. Saying that he was okay, he was going to be fine for them, and it turns out the Lakers medical staff, shout out to them. I mean, one hell of a job. I'm just going to give them a clap one time for really sniffing out the BS that Charlotte was trying to send over. And they ultimately see that Mark Williams is not going to be healthy enough to be a Los Angeles Laker. We're going to talk about a different player here who can be, as desperate times call for desperate measures here in Los Angeles. We're going to talk about another former Laker big who could perhaps be a kind of nice get for your Lakers. We're going to try to make the pros and cons here for what Damian Jones can bring to the table for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here are his stats. Throughout his NBA career, was drafted to the Warriors at 21 years old, the 7-footer from the University of Vanderbilt. He has won championships with the Warriors, of course, spent a season here with the Los Angeles Lakers. Really did not play a whole lot for your Lakers. He was ultimately, got hurt and, just really didn't put up any sort of impressive numbers. And these numbers, guys, are not very impressive at all. Does shoot a very high percentage from the field. So in limited minutes, he can give you some good production, but ultimately, guys, has never averaged, I think averaged 1 block per game just one time in his NBA career, and that was in his 3rd season back in 2018. 2019 for for the Golden State Warriors over there. So, as you see here, he has had multiple stops. I forgot he did also play with the Lakers another time here as well. So he is somebody who has shopped around a bit throughout the NBA. Currently, right now, he is playing in China, having a good season there, averaging about, I think, 21-7 there, shooting really good numbers from the field. So he is having some success overseas. But I guess the question is this going to ultimately be the best option for the Los Angeles Lakers? Because, guys, it is slim pickings out here. They do not have a lot of bigs out here in the open market that they can realistically get unless somehow one gets bought out and becomes available for the Lakers. So any big man is going to want to play for the Lakers right now. That's the positive, because when you have Luka Doncic and you're a lob threat big man, that is someone who you want to play with. And for what it's worth, in theory, Damian Jones is that, right? This is a guy who is a legitimate 7 feet tall. He's a good athlete. He's got size at the position, and he could be someone who also could be a floor spacer. He's learned how to shoot threes as well, which is something that he didn't do during his stint here with the Lakers. Kind of got that 3-point shot with the Utah Jazz a season or so ago. So this is a player, in theory, who fits with Luka Doncic, and fit is always going to be super important when you're building around your star player in Luka. We know the type of big man he wants, so expect that's going to be the type of big man that the Lakers are going to get, a lob threat big who provides vertical spacing in the pick-and-roll game, and that's what Damian Jones does. That is what his best skill set is on the offensive side of the floor. Now, this is not going to be a move that moves the needle, guys. So before you all rush to the comments and try to come after me, I'm telling you right now, this is not the guy who I personally would go after, but it is slim pickings out here. We're going to cover all the options surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers buyout market. They went from pre-Mark Williams rescinded trade being like, oh, they could get a big. They also might go and get a guard to give him a wing. However, now they need to get a big. There's no other position, unless someone really good becomes available that is not a big man, that they should be going after, because they desperately need one. You're relying on Jackson Hayes, who's a vet minimum player, Christian Coloco, or Jay Jemison, two guys on 2-way deals with the Lakers, between spending time with the Lakers and the South Bay Lakers, a G League team. Christian Wood, he's probably not going to be back, so we're probably going to see a lot more small ball that we've been seeing, regardless of who the Lakers sign on the buyout market. But if they do bring in Damian Jones, he could be the type of archetype that perhaps Luka Doncic could bring the best out of, and maybe he has a better season than we maybe would even give him credit for here. But again, guys, we just reached 12,000 subscribers here on the channel. That is a massive accomplishment, not only for us personally here at Lakers Digest, but you guys as well. You are the subscribers. You are the viewers. We don't reach these goals without you guys, so we accomplish all this together. And who knows, maybe we can get to 15,000 by the end of the month the way we are going, or maybe even more. I don't even want to set a bar for what we can do at this point, but that is our next milestone. Let's say 15,000 by the end of the month. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm just spinning off the top of my head right now. So again, guys, 90% of you guys, if you've made it all the way through this video and you like what you're watching and you're not subscribed, I mean, come on, man. It don't cost a dime. Just click that subscribe button. Keep up to everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers here. And I promise you guys, whether it's game coverage, whether it's breaking news, reports, rumors, hypotheticals, the buyout candidate market, we're going to cover everything surrounding your Lakers here on Lakers Digest.